That's the last of them.
Did you hear something? Huh? I'll end your miserable life!
You should have stayed in your precious forest.
What? Someone will suffer for this injustice.
What was that? Damn you!
Some say that Thalmor grabbed him.
You lost? I trust you're not planning any...
Yes, Sirrah?
Azura protect you, Siri.
Fine. What? Yes?
Think you might be in the wrong place, friend.
Need something?
So, pardon me. Was I in your way? The difference between life and death is a swift steed.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Hold it there, elf. I've been instructed to tell all visitors that this is Stormcloak territory. If you're an Imperial spy, better turn around right now. You have been warned. Now move along.
You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
But we haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Hey, maybe the reason these Greyskins don't help in the war is because they're Imperial spies.
Imperial spies? You can't be serious.
Maybe we'll pay you a visit tonight, little spy. We got ways of finding out what you really are.
Oh. Do you hate the Dark Elves? Are you here to bully us and tell us to leave? You've come to the wrong city, then. Windhelm's a haven of prejudice and narrow thinking, unworthy of one such as you. Nothing new there. Most of the Nords living in Windhelm don't care much for us, but Rolf is the worst by far. He likes to get drunk and walk around the Grey Quarter yelling insults at us in the small hours of the morning. Oh, a real charmer, that one. Some of these Nords will come up with any excuse to despise us. And it isn't just the Dark Elves they hate. They make a target of the Argonians as well. In fact, just about anyone who isn't a Nord is fair game for their bullying. Be careful. These are dangerous times.
Don't cross me, elf.
Stay where I can see you.
You need anything, come see me. I'm as resourceful as I am discreet. I'm a dark elf and I live in Windhelm, so yes, I live in the Grey Quarter. You must be new around here, or you'd know they don't let my kind live anywhere outside that slum. Wherever I can find them. If you're the type who worries over where something came from, you may want to move on. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. Be sure to stop by Sadri's used wares in the Grey Quarter.
I'll be fine.
Master, you're far too old for this sort of journey. We don't know what's inside.
I can... just...
You see, you're not well. Have a seat, and I'll fetch you some tonic.
Oh, if there was a tonic that could help me, I would have found it by now. So close to the answer. Just a man's life work is all. I finally derived the location of the white file, but this doting busybody won't let me get it. You would do that? It's good to know there are some people out there who are willing to help an old man. It's buried with its maker, Corral Mill, in a long-forsaken cave to the west of here. Corral Mill was a crafty one, even in death. You would need the skills of a master alchemist to reach its resting place. Luckily for you, I've already made the mixture. Here, take it. Please, don't dally. I've wasted enough time arguing with my useless assistant here. I've spent my entire life searching for it. It brought me all the way to these frozen reaches from the warm embrace of Somerset Isle. Entire years spent in libraries, seeking out tiny villages with local legends that contain but a whisper of a hint of the file. I even named my shop after it, hoping that it might attract anyone who had heard of it. And now it's within my grasp. But the eight, it seems, have chosen me for their amusement. For in my current condition, I'll never be able to lay my hands on it. A legendary bottle, forged in the days when Skyrim was just starting its turn to ice. A small container, made of the magically infused snow that first fell on the throat of the world. It is said that the file will replenish whatever fluid is placed inside of it. For an alchemist like myself, it is the most pure expression of my art. To create from nothingness is poetry. Take a look. A legend? It is said for an alchemist like... Ah, so you're an alchemist then? Why are you still standing around here? Go get me the
My master can be a bit short-tempered, but I've learned so much from him. It doesn't matter what I believe. Norellian does. And it might be the only thing keeping him alive right now.
That's what you're here to do.
Are you kidding? I came all the way from Cyrodiil just to work with him. He's not the best teacher, but just watching him, I've learned so much. Mm-hmm.
Need something? Everything you see is grown at my family's own Hollyfrost farm. Fresh and filling. I also do a little herb growing. The court wizard, Wolffen24, pays us to plant a little nightshade. Who knows what he uses it for? Hey, could you deliver this bottle of nightshade extract to Wolffen24? Thanks. There's an old saying that only a Nord can work the soil in Skyrim. I don't think anyone else would have the patience for it. It takes half a day just to dig a planting row in the cold, stony earth here. But what else can we do? Eat rocks and ice? Good day to you.
I don't haggle. If you want a lower price, look elsewhere. It was difficult at first. The Nords of this city are at best suspicious of outsiders. But in time, I made the right friends and proved myself useful enough that they don't give me trouble anymore. The Dark Elves are too proud and naive to understand the way things truly are, and so they continue to dwell in that slum. Just got here from the Somerset Isles. Lots of opportunity in Skyrim. Thank you for your custom.
I understand you purchase used goods as well as sell them.
Assorted wares and tools you just can't live without. Come and see for yourself.
I have some things that belong to my dog.
Everyone says Yorland Remade is the best smith in Skyrim. I plan to change a few minds about that. Every bit as sharp as what you'll find in Whiterun. I respect Yorland, but he has the good fortune to work the Skyfall. Something about the fires. Their steel just holds tighter. If that makes any sense. I don't see these troubles as business. This is a labor of honor. To bring Ulfric his rightful glory, I would hammer 1,000 shields. Shore's bones. I might just have to. Whether it's armor you need or a new blade.
Did you need something? Smithing isn't the most exciting thing for me, but we all have to lend a hand as best we can. If a Stormcloak uses one of my swords to strike down an Imperial soldier, then I've done my part to free our land. Every Nord should admire Ulfric. He fights for all of us. In fact, he's the reason I chose to learn the smithing trade. I want to make weapons and armor for the great Stormcloak army. Strangers are nothing but trouble.
Fresh fruit and vegetables for sale. Here now the fairs.
Wares and tools you just can't live without. Come and see for yourself.
Fruits and vegetables, all ripe and ready for your table.
Buying and selling a wide range of assorted goods. The best selection.
Did you use my good hammer?
No.
Last night, I told you to leave my tools alone. You have yours, and I have mine.
I didn't touch it.
Hammers don't have legs.
Windhelm's finest